Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Really quickly, I just wanted to let you all know, for those of you out there, black voters in the US, really be on your P's and Q's. There is a lot of voter suppression going on in those Bible Belt states, okay? A lot in Louisiana. Take a look at what's going on in Louisiana, Georgia, Texas, North Carolina, South Carolina, Ohio. There's a few others. Kentucky is one. Utah is another one. Basically, just go and see what's going on in terms of voting in your area, because what's happening is a lot of people are trying to suppress black votes. They're putting in place these strenuous voter ID laws. They're getting rid of ballot boxes. They're making it where you can't have food or water when you're there in line. There was this whole thing, you guys remember, with the bunch of people were fraudulently labeled as convicted felons when they were not. Some people after the fact where they voted have, illegally been said that their votes don't count. So they're doing a whole lot of gerrymandering. It's going to be up to you, particularly you, to just figure out what it is that you need to do on your end to make sure that your vote is counted. Now, let me say this. Ballotpedia is a wonderful resource. Ballotpedia, you can go, you can check and see who your Congress people are. And you can also go to Plural Policy. Okay, Plural Policy is where you can find who your legislators are. Next is make sure that you're registered to vote. So registering yourself to vote is really easy. And remember, y'all, you have to vote at all levels, okay? You need to vote for the president. Everybody knows that one. You got it, okay? You also need to vote for the members of the House of Representatives. You need to vote for the senators. You've got that on the federal level, but you also have that on the state level. One of the easiest ways for you to know about the different days that you need to vote, the candidates who are going to be in those votes, if it's close enough to the election day, or close enough to the voting day where you can actually see who those are, your best bet is to go on your particular county or your particular state or your particular city. Go on their government website, whatever, blah, blah, blah.gov or however it is. Go on that site. Local news is another great way to keep in touch with that. But for the most part, I think that you can just go to vote.gov, okay? If it's something where the voter suppression is happening after you are registered to vote and you have already went and voted, there's some advocacy agencies, people that you can sort of speak with. The NAACP is a great one to start with. The Southern Poverty Law Center is another one to speak with. And I did also have this article. It's entitled Fighting Gerrymandering in the States, and it's from Invisible. And they give some good tips. You can just plug it into Google, Fighting Gerrymandering in the States from Indivisible. Did I say invisible or indivisible? I'm sorry, I'm all over the place right now. So it says, it gives you some information on how gerrymandering happens. But for the most part, I want to focus on how can we make sure that it doesn't happen. So here, it says, number 1, educate state legislators on the importance of fair redistricting. Again, find out who your legislators are by going to Plural Policy. You can literally drop your address in there and you can find out, okay? Check out Roland Martin's channel as well. He talks a lot about voter rights. It's really important, okay? It's really important because if you look at what's happening right now, where our rights are being compromised, socially things are happening. There's a lot of social things happening where we're in danger, by just having our skin color, the police brutality, like putting the right officials into office is one of the deterrents for that. So the stakes are very high. So make sure you're informed. Be watching your local news. Check out those channels like Roland Martin, okay? The Black Star Network is another great one. Indisputable with Dr. Rashad Ritchie is great. Plural Policy, Ballotpedia, Vote.gov, Rock the Vote. These are all great resources. So it says advocate for redistricting, redistricting reform. So there is a process that I wanted to talk to you guys about. I think it is IRC. Yes. Okay, so listen to this. IRCs, or Independent Redistricting Commissions, are voter-centric reform that ensures voters, not politicians, decide how electoral districts are drawn. To ensure independence, some states take measures such as barring current or former elected officials, as well as those with close ties to elected officials or partisan politics, from serving on a commission. So that keeps it much more fair. It keeps it fair. It keeps it more objective. Okay, so it says with 10 states using commissions to draw congressional lines and 15 states using commissions to draw legislative district lines. So that means not all states have adopted to this. So check into IRCs, okay? Whatever your state is, just go on Google, plug it in, Michigan, IRC, Utah, IRC, and just check into that. Email your legislators. When you go on Plural Policy and you drop in your address and you check and you see, hey, are my legislators here? And you check to see who your legislators are, you can see their contact information. You can see their email and stuff, or you can usually find their website or something. Your legislators, you can usually get in contact with them through email. Send them a letter. Say, do we have an IRC in place? I want to make sure that black people and black votes are not getting suppressed, because we saw what happened in 2020 election. We saw what happened in Louisiana. We see what's happening in Louisiana right now. We saw what happened in Virginia. We don't want these things to keep happening. So stay informed. I know that this stuff can get really exhausting, but it is up to us. So stay informed. Keep on top of this stuff. Check your local news to hear what's going on with elections. Check on the government sites. Check out those podcasts, those informative videos like Roland Martin or Indisputable or whatever it is, to know what the news is on a global scale that's going on. Email your legislators and vote, okay? Vote on all levels. I'm so serious, y'all. Stay up on your local news and know when the county sheriff is going to be reelected. Because if you look on TV and you're crying almost every week because somebody of your race got, unalived again by corrupt cops, check on those sheriff elections in your county, okay? Check on when the election for the councilwomen and the councilmen in your city are going to be happening. Check for the governors. Check for the judges. Okay, it's not just the president. It's not just the House of Representatives. It's not just the senators. So, that's pretty much it. Black voters, I know it can be a lot, and your job is pretty much never going to be done. But once you get into it, it can be fun. You can make it fun. You can make a part of the family. And it's also something that helps us to be better in the end. Helps us economically, it helps us socially, to have the respect that we deserve, the respect for our human life that we really deserve, to have those benefits like the Social Security, the health care, the loans, to be able to buy those houses, to get those jobs we're qualified for, all of that stuff. But also to have good infrastructure in our cities, to have breathable air, to have affordable child care, all of those things. Make sure we're getting the right people into office. Go to vote.gov. We'll be checking back on this stuff more. Tell me what you guys think. I want to know. Let me know in the comments. And if you're new here, go ahead, hit the like, subscribe button, hit that bell so you know whenever I post a video.